This man works for an energy supplier. He's got a list of doors to knock on, hoping he can persuade whoever answers to switch to his company. He'll say anything to talk them into it, even if that means lying. He is from Southern Electric. Well, they've got salesmen right across the country. There could even be one on your street right now. If there is, you better keep your wits about you in case the one knocking on your door isn't telling the whole truth. Southern Electric is part of Scottish and Southern Energy, the second largest gas and electricity company in the UK. In 2005, Watchdog caught some of their agents misleading customers to get them to switch. At the time, Southern Electric blamed the company they'd hired to do their selling for them. Well, they can't say that this time, because now their salesmen work directly for Southern Electric. But the problem hasn't gone away. Some of their salesmen are still mis-selling. As Rebecca Bomers discovered when one turned up at her door. Rebecca.
Hi. Showed me his tariffs compared to the one that I was on. Yes, it was cheaper per unit for electricity, and it was a fixed price for longer than the deal I was on. I said, I'm really sorry, I can't do this, I have to go now, I have to go to the doctor. He said, well, it's OK, I'll help you out to the doctors, I'll push the pushchair, you can speak on the phone to my colleague as we're walking along.
So persistent was the salesman that he went with Rebecca to the doctors, pushing the pram until she confirmed the switch. But she later discovered that the deal she'd signed up to was completely different from the one the salesman had promised, and he'd even used out-of-date paperwork to talk around. She was able to cancel, but she's still furious.
I was angry that he'd come into my home and pretended to be sort of a friend almost, helping me out with the children, you know, walking to the doctors. I was frustrated that he'd come pre-armed, knowing that he was going to lie.
So, why would salesmen lie just to sign you up to Southern Electric? Is it because they're so passionate about passing the best energy deals on to the great British public? Are they dedicated professionals striving to make Southern Electric #1? Or are they just in it for the money? Southern Electric pay their salesmen a basic salary. The rest is on commission, so how much can they earn? To find out, we sent a researcher into their offices, posing as a potential new recruit.
Yeah, money is great. Yeah. I promise you, like, for my motivation is money. Yeah. I'm getting £1,200 week in, week out. That's my motivation. Yeah. That's why I'm doing this job. This is your golden chance. Take my word.
No wonder the job can attract people prepared to be a bit creative when it comes to closing sales. Of course, not every Southern Electric salesman is guilty of mis-selling. I'm about to meet one who's so concerned about the scale of the problem, he's come straight to Watchdog to blow the whistle. He doesn't want to show his face, but this salesman has worked at Southern Electric for some time. He claims he's been encouraged by some branch and area managers to bend the truth in order to boost sales. Are salesmen being told to lie?
When you go with your own manager for the training, then you follow what he's doing. So what he's doing is telling people a lie, so I can use the same tricks. He used the trick saying, I am from local supplier. Sometimes we say you've been overcharged, or we say we are from guest board.
Why have you decided to come to Watchdog?
The old and vulnerable people, they don't understand the stuff, what's going on.
So they're easily misled?
Yeah.
Lorraine Fordham's 76-year-old mum Jean was also targeted by Southern Electric salesmen.
Yeah, probably. I come into my mum every day. She lives on her own. She's vulnerable. My mum has early Alzheimer's, which means that she has severe memory loss.
A Southern Electric salesman persuaded Jean to switch energy supplier. The contract was cancelled when the family complained, and to stop the same thing happening again, they put up a sign to ward off cold callers. But even that didn't stop a Southern Electric salesman calling a second time.
I couldn't get rid of him. He was going to stay there forever, you know, and I kept saying, oh, well, I must go now. And yeah, he was a bit of a nuisance.
He was more than that. Jean had been switched to Southern Electric again. Livid, her daughter immediately phoned the company.
I just told them how absolutely furious I was that despite the sign being on the door, he'd come in, he'd persuaded my mother to change over to their supplier. I just feel that they took advantage of her.
So, would Southern Electric try to take advantage of us? We went to an area where they were knocking door to door. Our actress lay in wait, posing as a flat owner. When the doorbell rang, she was ready. The man who called was the same money-motivated area sales manager we'd met earlier, and right from the start, he was lying.
I'm a manager from Electricity Board. I'm here to register with the local supplier with the same gas and the same electricity.
Right.
So your bill will be 21 to 23% lower than what you are getting right now. And your bills won't go up high in the near future.
Everything he said is rubbish. The manager hasn't identified himself, who he works for, or made clear what he really wants, and he has no way of knowing what this customer is paying. He's broken the rules all the big energy companies have signed up to.
So you're actually sort of selling something?
No, we can give you a benefit rate with the local supplier.
Oh.
We come to your house,
Right.
check your electricity equipment, your wires, your switchboard and everything, and it's a free of cost.
That's free?
Just because you are a senior citizen customer. There is not a contract.
Not a contract?
The lies keep coming. There is a contract and no free wiring check, a clear breach of the company's licence to sell energy.
Do you want to go ahead for 3 months? Just 3 months.
Well, I'd rather think it over overnight.
Oh, but I'm this today only, that's why.
Well, you're only here today.
By the time he leaves, he's breached the Energy Association's code 7 times and the company's licence to sell twice. We showed our footage to energy expert Robert Hammond.
What I've just seen is absolutely appalling. It's in breach of the industry's own code on sales people's behaviour. It's also in breach of the licence condition that all energy suppliers have to adhere to.
With energy prices so high, you might welcome someone claiming to have a cheaper offer, but not if all they offer is just a pack of lies. Southern Electric should have sorted this out a long time ago. So why do some of their salesmen have such a problem telling the truth?